Hey, tree sprites. We as Black people, and not even just Black Americans, but really the entire African diaspora across the globe, will be free and liberated once we no longer seek approval and validation from other human beings. Because the only source of approval and validation that we will ever need comes from our planet herself, comes from nature herself. Unfortunately, at this point, the world has been overtaken by the destructive, anti-human ideologies of European colonialism. And even though these ideologies are clearly destructive for humanity and nature, masses of people across the globe are still willing to put their well-being in harm's way to uphold these systems. And because these systems are destructive and unsustainable, they had to find a population of people to use as batteries in order to maintain it. The main batteries being the global African diaspora, which is what the practice of anti-Blackness enforces. So yes, your anti-Blackness is destroying the world, because anti-Blackness is a direct segue to the oppression and disenfranchisement of everybody else. And that's why at this point, it's really important that we, at least as Black Americans, Solon people, need to be putting up a lot of boundaries between ourselves and the rest of humanity, especially Solon women, and focus all of our attention on healing our relationship with the natural world. Prior to our mass trafficking to the Americas and forced indoctrination into Christianity, the spiritualities that we practice were deeply, deeply connected to Earth systems and also to our ancestors. Earth loves melanin. Humans did not create melanin, nature did. And melanin is everywhere in nature. Melanin is present in plants, animals, and can be found in the ground. All throughout nature, everywhere where melanin is found, it provides protection and strength. Do you know that the green pigment in plants provide many of the same functions as melanin? Both chlorophyll and melanin absorb spectrums of sunlight energy. Chlorophyll does this to undergo the process of photosynthesis, where plants convert light energy into chemical energy and store that energy in the form of glucose, which is a natural sugar, where melanin absorbs light energy and is able to dissipate the radiation caused by UV rays. There are even researchers that speculate that melanin has a limited ability to harvest energy from light, just like chlorophyll. If you go to PubMed and just type melanin in the search bar, there will be tons of peer-reviewed research articles about amazing information about melanin across the biosphere. No matter what legislation humans come up with, Earth and nature are built upon and love diversity, equitability, and inclusivity. The Earth, Gaia, and her natural systems always make space for all of her children, all of the life forms, and all of their many varieties on Earth. So if you haven't heard it from anybody else, nature and biology support DEI. Only destructive power systems want to wipe out these concepts. We have to understand that we are trying our best to please 8% of the global human population instead of trying to please our planet, who loves us. We, the melanated people of this planet, have always had the closest connection to Gaia, which is why we have these anti-Black systems pushing these narratives of Black people being in such disconnection with the natural world. And while they have us in disconnection, living in cities, in concrete jungles, in high-rise buildings, they are taking vacations to forests and to jungles, having nature retreats, basking in snippets of the life that we fully embraced. Our truth and freedom is in Gaia and not in humanity. Let's face it, humans are gullible and unreliable and self-destructive. We are not born of these concrete dead systems. We are born of the earth. Subscribe to Black Barn Owl, link in the bio. I'll see you in always.